Hello guys, down here bringing another Pokemon Showdown Moveset / build. This time I'm doing a Zangoose build, which is recommended by Hammer Dave, so thank you for recommending a build for me to do. But before we get started, I'd like to say that we recently got a new dog. We actually picked it up yesterday, and we haven't decided to come up with a name yet. He is really young, 5 weeks old, and he's a German Shepherd and part Australian. So because we haven't picked an exact name, some names have been thrown around, I thought it would be cool if some of my subscribers or viewers could come up with a name, and if everyone seems to like it, we may be able to pick a name that you guys chose. So now that that's out of the way, let's get on to the build. So first time I throw on was Toxic Orb. At the end of every turn, this item attempts to badly poison the target. Now I know this may seem bad, because no one likes to get poisoned. It's one of my least favorite static moves. Actually, Paralysis is my least favorite if you guys are wondering. So, going to the abilities. Now, the abilities are Toxic Boost and Immunity. Immunity, this Pokemon cannot become poisoned or toxic. That's nice, but what we're really after is Toxic Boost. When this Pokemon is poisoned, its physical attacks do 1.5 times damage. That is a lot of damage. A lot of damage you're going to be dishing out with this Pokemon, especially if you move over to the stats. 115 base HP. Max that out, you got 329 power. 1.5 times, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage. The only thing lacking with him is his speed is not up there, so he can't be like a fast physical sweeper, or one of the faster physical sweepers. So I threw on the Jolly Nature to raise his speed up a little bit. That brings it up to 306, and I felt that because we have the Toxic Boost, we didn't need the Adamant Nature to substitute. Another thing that he has for dealing for damage is, because he's a normal type and because he is going to be poisoned, you can throw on Facade. The power is 70, which isn't bad, but power doubles if users burned, poisoned, or paralyzed. So it's going to be doing 140 power plus stab, 100% accuracy. You're going to be dealing a lot of damage against the opponent. Go to their next move, we have Close Combat. Lowers the user's defense and special defense by 1. 120 power, 100 actually fighting type. Now this is not only good for coverage, as you can take out other normal types and such, but it's also a very powerful move if the opponent resists Facade. Shadow Claw, I threw on this not only for type coverage, but because it has a high critical hit ratio. So let's say the opponent resists Close Combat or Facade, or takes neutral with Close Combat. You don't want to get the defense boost, or the defense lowered, which he doesn't really have high defense anyway. But Shadow Claw is really good for the high critical hit ratio if you can land that. Then Aerial Ace. Now it's only 60 power. It doesn't have an accuracy. This move does not check accuracy, so it's always going to hit. But it's a flying type, which is important because you can take out stuff like not only bug types but fighting types, which is your main weakness, because you're a normal type. Other than that, if you don't want these moves, if they don't fit well with your set, I found Swords Dance to be useful, but I don't really like it because it leaves you vulnerable, and because you aren't very fast in the first place, you really have to predict this, and it's very situational. But it's really good if you can get it off. Boost user attack by 2. If it's also paired with stuff like Quick Attack, usually goes first, which is always good. It's normal, which means you get stab 40 power, and if you can get a few Swords Dances off, you're guaranteed with the usually goes first pretty much a free stab 40 times 4 or whatever you boost your Swords Dance with. So these are also very good moves if you want to try these out, but these ones I found most effective. I don't typically end up using Shadow Claw or Aerial Ace, to be honest. I usually stick to Facade, but in some situations it's always good to have these type coverage moves. Now I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun building this build. If you guys want me to build a Pokemon of your choice, leave it down in the comments below and I'll be sure to get those eventually. I recently got flooded with like a bunch of requests, so it may take a while for yours to get out, but I promise it will eventually. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you like the video and would like to see more. This is the Yoshi, and I will talk to you guys later.